How you doing, Logan? You well?
I'm well, thank you. How are you doing?
No, well. Thanks, Logan. Just a quick one. Thank you for the time you've given us and taking us through everything. Just wanted to know, in terms of the products that we're having, I posted on the chat as well.
hmm
Do we have that under our stable directly, or are we APIing into partners in order to feature those products on our site?
So when you're talking about have it in our stable, we have a lot of products in our warehouse as well, right? But ultimately, we don't buy stock if things are not selling. So the reason why we don't buy stock is obviously we don't want to get to that point where we're getting stuck with stuff that is obsolete. So what we do is, Sinesh, is we work on a when things are starting to sell, we start to buy out. Now there's three ways that we sell online at the moment, right? And therefore we keep stock for certain items, and
Yeah.
that is you have to buy right. So if there's something that we're getting at a very good price, we buy that stock out if we're buying it at a very good price so that we are competing or beating everybody else because we're buying it right. And no, most often when you buy in bulk, you get good pricing.
Yes.
And then thereafter, there are items that is limited and we buy it out. And therefore we buy out some of the products. Like for instance, the Trust range of items, we are the only one in South Africa that carries it at the moment. We've got a lot of other, so if you look at the Microsoft laptops, for instance, we bought that out, especially since it was a version below the current version, and it's almost 50% of the price. So it's about price. And also, what we do is we also have our own product range. So, for instance, the Link Sports range, we've got three different brands that we're pushing out ourselves, and we are bringing out new brands as well that we carry. So, the Link Sports range, the Beyond 2020 range, we carry stock of. That's our own range of products. We manufacture it ourselves, and we keep it in our warehouse. And there's a new range that we're coming out with, another two ranges that you can keep an eye out for. One is called Nostalgic, and that's dealing with accessories. And the other one is going to be called Weiot, which is WEIOT, and that's dealing with technology products, which we will be bringing in quality products from overseas, branded with our name as well.
In terms of the sale, do you guys need like a deposit to um, how how many to seal the deal, or how does it work? Like if a customer needs the stuff and they prepare to buy it and stuff,
hmm
you guys obviously like courier it down or something like that to
hmm
them. In terms of movement and stuff to secure the customer's peace of mind,
Yeah.
um, how would the deal go?
Okay. Good question, Terence. So ultimately, we have created our platform as an e-commerce platform. So similar to how Takealot and Amazon works, right? When somebody purchases something, they normally will pay for it upfront first. This is on your technology products, right? And then what will happen is they will pay for it upfront, and then it will get shipped to that client thereafter. Now, we have guarantees in place for all of these things, and we've dealt with many different customers. So if you get any customer that is questioning it, you're welcome to reach out to the team, and they can give you referrals. They can actually phone bigger corporate clients like South African Blood Services. We do a lot of work for them. We do a lot of work for other big corporates, 24 carats. We do a lot of work for big corporate clients. Now, should a client want to open up a 30-day account, there is also that option, but they have to qualify because we do have a process of vetting as well. So when a client is a corporate and they have a good track record, we will then vet them, and we will be able to sell them that item after they've opened up their 30-day account. But we also have something else, which is Mobi Credit, and that is for clients that are individuals. And with Mobi Credit, what happens is Mobi Credit actually does the work for us on that, where they will actually be able to guarantee a payment And what would happen is they will apply for MobiCredit on a specific item, and then thereafter MobiCredit will pay us directly, and then we will ship the item out. They take the risk on that. Very similar to all the other e-commerce platforms, they ship only after payment has been made.
All items have a warranty and a guarantee and stuff. And after the warranty and guarantee is over, and the customer wants to repair,
Yes.
just for instance, and they want to repair, do we have a repair facility, or how do we recommend the customer to get their item?
No, that's a good question. Actually, our operations manager is on this call as well. So I'm going to give him that question to answer, because he's dealt with some of those issues as well when it comes to dealing with bigger brands and having it repaired. So Quinn, are you there?
Yeah, sure,
Because you
Charan.
deal
So most of our products do carry at least a 2-year, 3-year warranty, and that's specifically like laptops and things. And there are channels I can assist. I normally do the support and assist with them, like with your top tier brands like Microsoft, Dell, and HP. They have online portals where you log tickets, and the items literally get picked up from you, taken to a support center, a repair center. Everything is done and sent back to the customer. In the case where items are not under warranty, we do have third-party service providers that actually assist us, that actually help us in a lot of other ways in terms of repairing units, and we can quote accordingly, and we can get that done for you.
Thank you, Quinn. Most important though is that if something is out of warranty, it'll be quoted on first. So a lot of the bigger brands these days, they actually have the repair centers globally. So it's either in Germany or some other country around the world. And because we use a courier system, we are able to ship anywhere around the world as well. So we ship nationally using a courier system, and we can ship anywhere around the world as well. So there's never an issue about whether something can be repaired or not. It's just a matter of price after being quoted.
I just want to find out quickly. So we've got a few partners that we have on our website, the likes of BestMed and so forth. Do we have any sort of case studies or anything that can be shared with regards to the pitch and fulfillment of whatever products that was serviced to those customers, so we can get a better understanding of how it was positioned, so that we can kind of bolster the way we approach certain customers in that sector. So for instance, BestMed would be in the medical services sector. I understand that this is technology that we're selling, and obviously all the different products that's applicable to anybody, but the pitch may be different. So I don't know if that's something that we have that can be shared.
Yeah, so BestMed on its own doesn't just so they've purchased other stuff from us as well. In fact, BestMed was one of my biggest clients when I first started in the marketing and branding space. And what BestMed bought from us a lot is all of the t-shirts that were branded for their Tux events. So we used to sell tens of thousands of t-shirts to them for these events, because they used to give them away. And then they also bought a lot of giveaways to their clients. People that signed up, they would send a loyalty gift to them. And we were one of the companies that was the only company that got BestMed's logo right. Now in 2010, BestMed went through a transition of changing their brand and their logo. And if you look at the M on BestMed, that is very, very specific. And I'm glad you asked that question, because it gives me the opportunity to talk about CI, which is corporate identity. Now, there's very specific techniques that need to be done when it comes down to branding. And that's why we have a very strong team that understands branding methods and how to actually get the right paperwork and the right quality brand on different items. If you look at that M, the BestMed logo needs to be so many millimeters from the bottom of the logo, and the M needs to be so many millimeters from the side of the logo, making sure that every single BestMed product that is being branded has to be a authentic, best made product. And this is how brands get built, by the way, Sanation. Where if you actually have proper CI and you get brand identity and you follow those brand identities, you can actually pick up those subtle differences, whether it is your product or somebody else's. And that is very key to understand. So we've done a lot of products like that. And that's the reason why we have the confidence to do our own branding on our own products as well, and taking out certain brands into the marketplace, because we know that somebody else cannot copy it. And when they do try to copy it, we will then obviously take the necessary steps and actions to deal with that with lawyers and all of those things. So that's a great question, but there is definitely case studies around that. I can provide those for you. We've done a lot of work for South African Blood Services. During COVID, we actually managed to do 95,000 masks during COVID, which was a step and repeat. Those little masks that you see with the little heart, that was our design actually. So our company did that. In fact, one of the designers is actually sitting with us as well. That's a graphics designer. It's Andrew that assisted with designing that, and we won that tender for South African Blood Services, and we managed to complete that locally manufactured, by the way. And we do support a lot of local manufacturers, so we can do local manufacturing of items like bags and clothing. And we can do PPE stuff like overalls and stuff like that. We've got factories that we work with very closely when it comes to those type of things as well. So from a corporate gifting point of view, a promotional item point of view, we have a huge support system. We work with a lot of big companies overseas and locally, and we can make sure that the brand is being done to the CI. Very, very corporate, very professional.
Just another thing is, if we kind of approaching big corporates, like the really big guys, and not the other guys that we can just do generic presentations with and so forth. In my experience previously, example VW, we did actually the Amarok in my previous company. So what we did is we tailored the presentation to the Amarok itself. And we were able to design or have the designer put in, the artwork to show VW or the Amarok brand, what it would look like, on a billboard, for instance, or on TV, for instance, or on a T-shirt and a mug and a this and a that, or even branding hard drives, for an example, that they want to do giveaways, that kind of thing. So if we can feature some things like that in our presentation or in my presentation, for the rest of everybody here also, it could be valuable to them in reaching out to these people on social media or on LinkedIn or whatever the case may be. It's a good conversation starter, if I may say so, and then the guys will be intrigued by it, and then listen.
Professionalism is everything, right? And I'm pedantic about making sure that you present in a proper way. Therefore, we have a graphics designer on board. We have the use of all the Microsoft tools. We use AI as well for certain things as well. So we've got multiple software that we actually pay for to get these things all done, professionally done. And we do have, you will, if you're doing a pitch for a big company, we are very willing to support you or give you ideas. So the idea behind when you're going after a big deal and you want to put together an ideas presentation, you want to give them a couple of different options that you think will work for their environment. And we will do those things for you. So the team is very willing to do tools for you guys, customized tools for you guys, as in presentations. We have a lot online as well. So we will share some of those things as generics, and then thereafter you will have customized tools for that. And it comes down to something else that is quite important as well. So we want to keep our CI and our brand looking the same every single time. Therefore, what we're going to do as a market, we have got our own marketing department, right? Marketing team. And what we're going to do is we're going to, and I think you've seen some of that in the WhatsApp groups as well, that the guys are sharing information on graphics and look and feel and little bit of a ad or a graphic to add to it that you can post out there. You can reuse that item as a graphic to post out there, because our team is going to constantly design different things that you can share with your own team, either your own team or your own following or your own customers. One of the things that corporates like is email marketing. So I encourage every single person to actually start building your own email database, that when you actually get and receive an email from us with either our newsletter or some sort of promotional item or some sort of marketing special that we're doing, for you to forward it with your email to that client so that it comes back to you. And that is the best way to actually start focusing and dealing with corporates in that way.
And then lastly, if you're touching on, and I did cover this with Larisha and Simeshan, and they've obviously given me their insight with regards to multiple contexts to a certain client or potential partner. I just wanted to get your kind of thinking around it with regards to example, if I'm reaching out to a net florist. If somebody in the company is already talking to net florists, it's not going to look very good that I'm also reaching out to them, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, I agree.
So what tends to happen in my experience is that the guys feel that you should know, if you're coming from corporate mall, that other corporate mall people are already talking to us.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
And then you look a bit silly if you reach out to them.
No, I totally agree with you on that. And that is the reason why we have certain in-house clients that we do work with. And that is because we've been working them. So I've got clients in our company for more than 20 years, actually. So there are certain people that I work with directly, and they will pick up the phone and call me. That's the one thing that I do know. That's based on the relationships. And secondly, you welcome to, if you're approaching a client, to check with us if we do have that client in our stable, or you have that person. Because the one thing that we did find, Saneshan, is that a lot of the marketing departments, they tend to change people that are making decisions very often. And therefore, even though we worked with a company and we've actually signed up on their database in terms of their procurement system, right? We find that out of sight, out of mind. And because it's out of sight, out of mind, you are welcome to approach the new person based on the fact that you want to build a relationship with that person. Because we do know that a lot of the times it's based on out of sight, out of mind. And when you actually deal with that specific person, the new person that's come in, because I've seen it, Alexander Forbes has changed their marketing team quite a few times. Pfizer has changed their marketing teams a lot of times. And a lot of times what we find is the people that are on the ground, like the reps, for instance, right, will actually drive the sale because they want to work with you. So you're welcome to actually speak to us around that. And I'm very willing to get the team to work with you guys on those bigger deals, because we go in as a team. For instance, KPMG is one of our clients that we pitched for some work, but unfortunately we haven't got that deal as yet. So we're working with a couple of people at KPMG. Larisha knows who they are, and ultimately we're waiting for them to start making decisions. So if you know of somebody that can actually assist with getting that decision over the line, you're welcome to actually assist us with bringing that deal on board. Oh, one more thing. And because you guys are on board at this point in time, you're like at ground level. There's 3 ways that I sell stuff, right, at this point in time in corporate mall. And that is online. So the online purchases are done seamlessly. And second one is inquiries. And the third one is tenders. If you are aware of a tender, there's certain documentation that's needed to be completed in a tender. And we have a tenders team that would work with you guys to get that tender over the line using our documentation. And we will have all the paperwork to be able to get that deal sorted. So you have the opportunity to and this is the beauty about working with corporate mom, right? Is that you have the opportunity to sell something for 5,000 Rand, a laptop for 5,000 Rand, or you have the opportunity to sell 200 laptops to a corporate client based on a tender. Or you have an opportunity to sell a 20 million Rand deal to a big company like you were talking about, BestMed or Pfizer, or a lot of these companies, they spend a lot of money on on customer loyalty to make sure that, like for instance, South African Blood Services is one of my clients, right? And they're constantly giving out items. And I work directly with a lot of those tenders for South African Blood Services. And they have huge tenders, guys, when it comes to dealing with giving out stuff. So you'll see a lot of those items that have been being given out at the moment throughout the country. We have done that work for them. We've done the branding for them. We've done the local manufacture for it, or whether it is the latest one that we did was the headphones. You'll see it South African Blood Services headphones, which we brought in 75,000, actually 45,000 items from China. We gave them the Beyond 2020 headsets. Previously to that, we did the Link Sports bags. So we did a couple of Link Sports bags that we have got out there. We've got about, I would say, closer to 500,000 products that have been given out from South African Blood Services that are our products. So we do guarantee our products, and so far they're very happy with us. So you're welcome to approach clients that could bring you those type of deals. And that's what I'm really looking for. I'm looking forward to working with a couple of key people. I'm not saying I'm going to work with everybody, don't get it wrong. I will work with key people that will bring in those big deals, which is tenders. So it's open to you guys. Take advantage of it. Ask the right questions at the right time, and you'll be able to get those deals. I think there's lots of big companies that buy lots of stuff over a period of time, over a year. You just got to find the right time and right place to approach that.
One more thing, just with regards to the incentives. If you just want to quickly just cover that for us quick.
Okay, you're talking about the 3 different prizes that we're going to give away?
Yes.
Or the incentives?
Yes.
Okay, you're talking about the Beyond 2020 fridge, right?
Yes, so there's the Beyond 2020 fridge, the Link Sports bag, and the webcam.
Okay, yes. So I do believe in incentivizing good work, and I do believe right now for the IBDs so we do have a very transparent system, and we can, technically speaking, I have my eyes on all of the leads that come in, and I have the person who's actually the system has been created in that way. And just by the way, we have our own software developers as well. So if you're looking for a software solution, we can actually design a software solution for you guys, for a client of yours as well. So our software solution that we've designed, I've got eyes on who is doing what, who's bringing deals in, and that is going to be based on merit. So we got 3 different prizes: the Beyond 2020 fridge, I think that's worth over 2,500 Rand, that we're going to be giving away at the end of this month. The second one is going to be the Link Sports bag, that is worth over 500 Rand, and then the webcam as well is worth over 500 Rand, over 350 Rand or so. Webcam that we've been going to be giving away first, second, and third prize based on the IBD that's going to be bringing the most amount of inquiries and the most amount of deals in. I do believe right now there's a balance between the type of inquiries and type of deal that are coming in, and so that'll be based on merit as well. So we are looking for people that are going to really do well this month of May. As part of our incentive, we're going to be covering that.
For the corporates that have purchased technology products from you, the big corporates I'm talking about now, you obviously have a list, or whoever in the business has access to what they have previously ordered, values of maybe 250,000 and more, for example. If I could have some of that intel, so that people in those very similar kind of environments, I know exactly what to pitch and what they would be interested in, rather than pitching the entire suite of however many thousand products.
Oh yeah, you're talking about what they previously purchased what the company be purchasing. Okay, yeah. We'll talk offline on that one. I think that is a good question. I'll be able to share something, but I'll work closely with you on that. Others are welcome to answer that question as well, but I think that is very private knowledge, and only those that are really doing something good, we will share that information with. So yes, you're welcome to ask me that question offline. We will deal with that, okay?
Fantastic. Thank you, Logan. Thank you for your time.
Awesome. Guys, I'm going to have to jump off, but it has been great just chatting to you all today. And, there's a lot of stories that I have to tell. It's not enough time, but I can share with you some of the deals that I've done just by saying, you know what, let me make a start. So I would encourage people, if you know of any company that is doing rebranding, go and approach them, go and speak to them. Be brave enough, take the tools, take the necessary catalogs, and you have our backing. So if you're gonna go after the big fish, yeah, we are looking for the big fish, but the IBD program and the LEAD 2020 was designed as a funnel. So we're looking for all the small fish as well in between, because I know, and there's merit in somebody giving you an opportunity to start off at a point and then thereafter give you a big deal thereafter. It's always happened that way. They don't give you the big deals immediately. They want to test you out sometimes, and you very if you actually need help on that, please reach out.